Hello there, time to pull up my chair, take a seat, and to focus on my 365-day note writing journey. Welcome, my name is Anna Diamond, and I am already on day 302 of writing daily notes to myself to encourage myself just to keep moving ahead, keep moving forward to reach those long-term goals. My note for today: the need for a quiet yet productive day. Now that might sound a little contradictory, but I'm sure you understand what I mean, that sometimes we just need to take a deep breath and let it out and step by step methodically go through and accomplish all those things we need to do in a day, not begrudgingly or that they an annoyance or that it's a just suck it up and get it done. It's that we just do it in a calm, peaceful, quiet way, because that's the rest we have in our hearts, in our minds, in our souls, and we just want to let that permeate the day in everything we do, to be calm and quiet. So once again, the need for a quiet yet productive day. How do you take time for yourself? If you'd like to share in the comments below, how do you take time for yourself? This morning, I had a very bad night's sleep, so I woke up a little later than usual. Well, actually quite a bit later. I usually, my rising time is 5:30, 5:45, and this morning it was 7:30. So I was slowed down quite a bit, and I just decided I'm not rushing. I'm taking it quiet. And so I got up, showered, got ready for the day, did the rebounder for 10 minutes, messaged my friend, texted her and let her know that I had done my 10 minutes for today, and then just continued through the morning with doing all my admin work, transferring of files for a good 3.5, 4 hours. I got that all out of the way, not stressing, just getting it done. So how do you take time for yourself? How do you do that? What do you prioritize? Keeping up with necessities in a quiet way is a mind game. It's accepting that the day has started out very slowly for you, and that you're okay with it, and that everything that needs doing that's important will get done. And as you know, I like to qualify everything with a spiritual verse, not spiritualizing life and our daily functioning, but that is what the Lord calls us to. And then I did write it on the whiteboard, so it is Isaiah 26:3, and that's in the ESV. And because I don't want to crane my neck, I have my little Bible here, and it is as follows: you keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you. Now, through the past 302 days, I've referred to that verse a whole lot, and it is a great comfort when you focus on that. I'll go into more detail on it tomorrow. So basically it means when our focus is steadfast, we have a complete, unshakable peace that whatever goes on around us, it's okay. Life will still continue. And stayed on means that we fixed on it, we focused, we find our support in the completeness of our understanding and knowing that we are sustained. It is where we get our rest from, because the mind is stayed on him. And then Isaiah 26 verse 4 continues: trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord God is an everlasting rock. And then as I was thinking about that, after I decided to use it as my verse for today, and then I looked it up in the original text. The rock is like a rock on a precipice, and what surrounds it are like drops, inclines, almost like a cliff, and that's the rock. It's steadfast, it's not going anywhere, it's immovable. And if you're on that rock, you are not, nothing is going to knock you over, because you're there steadfast with God, and here's your protection. And then I thought about that, and I realized that although this is a new week, and as I said, I'm doing the day quietly, it came to my understanding how true this verse is for what we discussed last week. It doesn't matter what's going on, how many of those king personalities you've experienced in your life who need all the accolades and the attention. And I thought of even going into a discussion on that today, because it is so intriguing how vast and what an umbrella that term encompasses in certain people. But to get back to the rock, if you are steadfast with the rock, on the rock, and you are trusting in God, it doesn't matter about what goes on in communities, in churches, because that is so petty in comparison to who and what He is and His glory. And we can all have confidence in that and take rest in that. And when we do, life goes on around us. Not that we are irresponsible and blindsided and not paying attention. Sure we are. But we can be at peace. We can have a quiet day and get all our things done that we need to accomplish. And I just like that. I think that's super wonderful that God allows that for us when we know who He is and we look to Him for the reason for all there is for us to do in life. So I hope that encourages you. I know it certainly does affirm the quietness that I want in my heart, in my soul, in my functioning today. And I hope it is the same is true for you. So until tomorrow, take care and God bless, and we will talk again. Bye-bye for now.